Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to focus on written expression. You see, before writing anything you need to choose the type of text that you're going to write. In today's video I'm going to focus on the email. All the details that you need to know before writing an email and all the rules that you need to follow. And by the end, of course, I'm going to give you an example and some notes that you need to keep in mind to be successful in writing any email you want. But before we start, if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our uploads. And let's get started. Let's start first by the structure of the email. The first important detail is the subject line. It has to be short and clear, and it tells the reader what the email is about. Let me give you these examples. The first one, meeting request Thursday at 3 p.m. Another example, application for internship position. And last but not least, we have a question about English course. The next part is the greetings. And in here we have three types of greetings. We have formal, semi-formal, and informal. Let's start with formal. We're going to use Dear Mr. Smith or Dear Miss Johnson. And if you don't know the name of the receiver, you're going to say Dear Sir or Madam. Next we have semi-formal. We're going to use Hello John. And for informal greetings, you're going to say simply Hi Sarah, for example. The next part is the opening line. For the opening line, you're going to use politeness and then you introduce your subject. Let me give you these three examples. The first sentence, I hope this email finds you well. The second sentence, I'm writing to ask about. And finally, we have, I am contacting you regarding, and then you introduce your subject. The next part is the body, and this is the main content of the email. You're going to write in shorter paragraphs and clear sentences. Let me give you this example. Let me share with you this structure. First, you're going to share the purpose. Why you're writing this email, for example, for a job offer or a job opportunity. Next, we have details. If you're asking for a job, you're going to talk about your request and more information about yourself, for example, your education. And finally, we have action. What you expect in return. More information or a reply, a confirmation, etc. And the final part is the closing line. For the closing line, you're going to be polite. It's the same as the opening line. Let me give you these three examples. The first sentence, thank you for your time and help. The second sentence, I look forward to hearing from you. And finally, we have, let me know if you need more information. Next, we have sign off. And in here we have two types. We have the formal and the informal. For the formal, we're going to use expressions like best regards, sincerely, and last but not least, we have your name. If the email is formal, you're going to use your full name. If the email is informal, you're going to use only your first name. And now let me share with you an example of a formal email, and I'm going to explain to you all the steps as I'm reading. First, we have subject, application for an internship in marketing department. Here we shared in clear and short sentence about the subject of this email. Dear Miss Johnson, I hope this email finds you well. Here we have the greetings, and after that we have the opening line. I'm writing to apply for the internship position in the marketing department at your company. I am currently a master's student in French education, and I'm very interested in gaining professional experience in marketing and communications. In this paragraph, you shared the purpose of your email and you gave information about your education and why you want this internship. Next, I have attached my CV and cover letter for your review. Please let me know if you need any additional documents. Here you shared more information about your CV and cover letter. Let's continue our email. We have, thank you for considering my application. I look forward to your response. Best regards, May. That was the closing line and the sign off. Before we finish this lesson, let me share with you these notes to keep in mind when writing any email you want. First, you need to write in short and clear sentences. The second note that you need to keep in mind is choose the right tone, formal for work, company, professors, etc., and informal for friends, acquaintances, and people that you know really well. Always write a subject line and keep it short and clear. It helps the reader know what the email is about. Next, we have polite expressions. Throughout the whole email, you're going to use polite expressions. Next, we have avoid slang and emojis, especially for formal emails. The next tip is organize your emails. We have first the greetings, opening line, the body or the main message. Next we have the closing line and the sign off. Let me add this note. Use simple connectors like firstly, however, additionally, in addition, etc. Next we have check your grammar and spelling. Before you send any email, make sure that you check if your spelling is right and you use the right grammar. Next, we have attach files properly. And don't forget to mention that in the email. Remember the example that I shared with you? We already mentioned the CV and the cover letter. This way, you're making sure that the reader is going to check out your CV and cover letter. And finally, we have end politely. Don't finish the email without a closing line. You need to add the closing line and make sure that you use polite expressions. So this was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you have any questions or something that you want to add, don't forget to mention it in the comment section down below. And thank you for watching.